Before we start the review proper, I just wanted to say that I am very proud of the guys in Brand New for having their first number one debut soon. That's pretty fucking awesome, and they deserve it. Let's get into the album. Alright, so the new Brand New record is called Science Fiction. It is their fifth album, and the first one since 2009's Daisy. Now, the question everyone was a little worried about was, actually, were we going to even get another Brand New album, considering the band's already announced they're going to be breaking up in 2018? And this one was kind of dropped by surprise, so obviously we didn't have any hype for it or anything, except we've kind of had a constant hype of maybe we'll get a Brand New album. And honestly, I'd say it was worth the wait. People might have been a little worried about the fact that it's been so long, 8 years, and that could have affected the band's sound, but honestly, no, they've come through with another unique and fantastic record. It's a little bit more ethereal and trippy than any of their other albums. It reminds me most, I'd say, of The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me, which is never a bad thing, with that loud, quiet dynamic, except they tend to let the quiet stuff ride out a little more. They kind of let the subdued side of the band rule this record rather than the explosive side, and I'd say it works more often than not. There's even some Daisy moments like Teeth, which are just very aggressive and in your face. The lyrical content is obviously one of the best parts of the record, as Jesse Lacey is just a fantastic writer in general. My personal favorite songs in this record are Could Never Be Heaven, which a lot of people are not really liking because it's just this little ballad track, but it's nice. Brand New doesn't always need a giant, fiery explosion at the end of their songs for them to be good. And in all honesty, I think Could Never Be Heaven really shows the restrained side of the band in a really cool way. It's kind of got that acoustic feeling. A lot of this album has a little bit of a more acoustic feeling than The Devil and God, at least. Kind of that Deja acoustic feeling, but also the explosions of The Devil and God, but it still stays subdued. It's hard to describe. I seriously think you guys should listen to it. My personal favorite tracks at the moment are 137, Could Never Be Heaven, and Out of Mana. All great tracks. 137 being my personal favorite ever since the album came out and still gets listened to a few times a day. Just an honestly fantastic song. I mean, with the chorus of Let's all go play Nagasaki, we can all get vaporized. Hold my hand, let's turn to ash, and I'll see you on the other side. Honestly, just fantastic lyricism. Jesse Lacey is a genius behind a pen. And he is not shabby behind his voice or his guitar either. The musicianship is great as usual. The bass is much more prominent than it usually is, and it's fantastic. The drumming is on point and holds the rhythm down as usual, and Jesse Lacey and Vince McCarty do a great job with their intertwining guitar melodies. The musicianship has always been good and never been a problem on Brand New albums. This is no exception, and it gives it a very kind of, like I said, trippy and more slow, subdued feel to it that I really enjoy. Overall, to me, this album feels like it takes you into its world, which is honestly necessary for a Brand New album considering how long it is. It's only an hour and a minute, but it does still have a couple 6-minute tracks on it, and the closer is 8 minutes long. Some albums would suffer from that. You'd feel its length, and it would get dragging and boring. Brand New doesn't have that problem. They get you so immersed in the music that it's like you're in its world, as I said before. And you don't really notice the length. You're just enjoying it, and honestly, even an 8-minute track can seem like it's over too soon. And that's something truly amazing to pull off. I think Brand New hit it out of the park with this one, and if this is their final chapter, it's a damn good one to go out on. This album gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Honestly, there's nothing I could have wanted more from the final chapter of one of my favorite bands.